Hey everybody, this tea time with the diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're gonna get into it. This tea time is dedicated to country singer Wynonna Judd and her daughter Grace Kelly. You know, it's always difficult when Well, let me back up and say this: raising kids is not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. You get darn near one shot, and once you do something wrong, you can do 100 things right after that. But some children will remember that one wrong thing. Okay, but in this particular case, Grace Kelly is saying that her mother, her famous mother, she said she was never a mom. She said good performer, yes. She said mom, no. And she is claiming that Wynonna Judd, her husband, for a short period of time, which was not Grace's dad, violated her when she was 10 years old. And if that wasn't the bad thing, that violation, it got worse because she said her mother covered it up. In other words, when you're covering up something horrible like that your husband did, then that means you could care less about your daughter. That's what it told her young brain, that you didn't give a crap about her. And she said when it finally did come out, the mother had enough money. Well, although he was arrested for violating a minor, it was never known that it was her because her mother's money kind of kept that out the press. Let me go ahead and share a screen so we could get more into this story. So Wynonna Judd's daughter, Grace Kelly, says singer was never a mother while revealing her ex-stepfather ends her at the age of 10. D.R. Roach was arrested and charged with battery against a minor in 2007, days before Judd filed for divorce. That's Wynonna Judd. That's her daughter, Grace. Wynonna Judd's daughter Grace Kelly has accused her former stepfather of SA-ing her and claims the country star was complicit in covering up her ex-husband's abuse. Kelly, 29, spoke to the Daily Progress in July about her experience with D.R. Roach, to whom Judd, 61, was married from 2003 to 2007. The Love Can Build a Bridge singer filed for divorce days after Roach was arrested and charged with battery against a minor, though his victim was never publicly identified. Kelly, who was 10 years old at the time of her alleged abuse, told the outlet that Judd tried to unite the family through counseling, but ultimately escalated the situation once the extent of Roach's abuse emerged. When they found out in counseling what he had done to me, they're like, wait a minute, we're going to report this to law enforcement, Kelly recalled. When he was arrested and it came out in the news, that's when she divorced him. She continued, so is my mom rich? Yeah, she's so rich that she was able to sweep me under the rug and abuse me and then cover it all up. I don't want to talk bad about my mom, but we'll just say she's a good performer. She was never a mother. Sad. A spokesperson for the Star did not immediately respond to people's request for a comment. Judd is currently raising Kelly's 3-year-old daughter, Kayla, and is also mom to son Elijah, 30. Now, I will say this, and I'm sure the daughter had nowhere else to send her daughter, but it's interesting that Wynonna Judd's daughter said that she was not a good mother, but now she's raising her daughter, her grandbaby. If you thought your mother wasn't a good mother with you, what the heck you think she's going to do with your grandbaby? So will this unfortunate generational situation continue on with the grandbaby? We got to pray not. Kelly has faced a number of legal troubles over the years, including 3 arrests in 2024, and most recently served 6 weeks in jail, according to the Daily Progress. The outlet reported that she has since moved to Charlottesville, Virginia, and is doing well after getting sober and finding religion. My story is so messed up, Kelly said. Between 12 and 17, I was in 14 different facilities. Kelly, whom Judd called the strongest Judd woman in her story in 2020, says she's working on a memoir tentatively titled was Paranoia, about her complicated life. I believe that's now my time, she said. I never had a voice and I was iffy about talking about all this stuff. But no matter what is said about me, the Bible says the truth shall set you free. So she says she's telling her truth. Judd, who shares her 2 children with her first husband, Art Kelly III said upon filing for divorce from Roach in 2007 that she was obviously devastated by the situation. Our family will pull together, begin the healing process, and hopefully, by the grace of God, become stronger. We will move forward with our faith, family, and our friends to find resolution in to this difficult situation, she said. At the time, in a statement that also noted Roach was seeking treatment for drug and alcohol addiction in Texas. Roach is currently listed as an active offender against children in the Tennessee S Offender Registry. The database said he pleaded guilty to a criminal attempt to commit aggravated sexual battery with a date of offense listed as February 1, 2007. Judd, who married Kakis Moiser in 2012, has spoken publicly about the aftermath of a divorce from Roach, telling Oprah Winfrey in 2010 that she went into mama bear mode after his arrest. He was out of the house within the hour. I called him everything I could think of. I had a moment where I let it all fly, and then it was done. I trusted him with my life, and I didn't want to stop trusting people, she said. Because of the child, I won't speak about it. It's their story to tell when they're ready to talk. That's what's so scary. It is that someone that you know, there's a trust there. There's a bond. The best revenge is living well. I cleaned out my house. Got rid of everything that reminded me of him. The Grammy winning star previously opened up about her own experience with SA in the documentary The Judd Family, Truth Be Told, which aired in May. I was emmed at 12, so it happened to Wynonna Judd. It ended up happening to her daughter. You know, we gotta figure out a way when egregious things happen in our life, how to break the cycle so it doesn't happen to our own children. So my whole sexuality thing was really stamped out because I just at 12 shut down. I carried the weight both literally and figuratively. She said, adding that she covered herself up with clothing as much as possible after the abuse. So the prayer here is, let me just go to their pictures there, that this doesn't continue with the grandbaby or anyone else in this family. It happened to her at 12. It happened to her daughter at 10. What's next? Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Like I said, unfortunately, this happens in a lot of families, more than people are willing to talk about. And sometimes, you know, it's not even just a step parent. Sometimes it's your actual biological parent that is violating you. And all I can say is this, for the single moms out there, be careful who you let into your homes, whether you have young boys or young girls, because these people, predators, are everywhere, and they don't care who they violate, and they will violate a boy or a girl if that's who they are. And believe your children when they come and talk to you. Listen, everybody, thanks for watching. Chat with me in the comments. I'll chat back, and I'll see you on the next video.